It was hard to sleep on Sunday evening, just getting ready for Monday, knowing that the day that we'd been waiting for years now was like it was finally here. And you know, my heart was just racing, just with so much just excitement and nervousness, just not knowing, you know, what the day was going to go like.
We drove over there with a social worker, and Tracy and I and the girls, just, you know, a lot of nervous anticipation, excitement, and I think Tracy in particular was really kind of caught up and overwhelmed with emotion on the way there.
Just getting in the car and driving over there, it was only like, I don't know, maybe a 15 or 20 minute drive, but just all of these emotions were just going through my head, and feeling so excited and yet so nervous to meet this little person that we felt like we knew and we loved, but you know, we'd never met him before. You know, we pulled into the orphanage Monday morning, and we all got out of the car, and we went on into the room, and we met with several people from the government and the social workers, and we it seemed like a long time. I mean, I don't know, we were probably only in there for maybe 30 minutes, but it seemed like an eternity, and I kept thinking, you know, when's it going to be time for him to come in?
And then they shared with us in detail about Lepetisani and about his background, his history, his medicals, those sorts of things.
Anyway, and then it came time, you know, to bring him in, and you know, still my heart is just racing, thinking, is he gonna like us? Is he not gonna like us?
And then they brought him in, and he was a little timid at first and kind of stood off. And they said, you know, go hug your mom and go hug your dad. And so he did. He came over to us, and we got to hug him.
You know, you just imagine like they run up to you and they're gonna just give you a big hug, but you know, you're a stranger at the moment to them. And Mom and Yanni said, go ahead and hug your parents. And so hug your mom and your dad. And he did. He came over, you know, first to Micah, and he kind of, you know, leaned up against us, and you know, we were able to wrap our arms around him, and just our hearts were just overwhelmed at the thought that he's with us now, and it just seems so surreal, something we've anticipated for so long, and now we're here, now it's happening, and his smile just lit up the room a couple different times when we asked him questions. And when it came time to leave the orphanage, I wondered, would that be hard for him? But he was the first one in the car, and he was waiting on us. And of course, we were saying goodbye to the people at the orphanage, and Mom and Yanni was just sharing a lot of her heart with me, and I was sharing with her, and it was just a very precious time. But I think while we were having that conversation, he was already in the car. He was ready to go. I mean, he was, you know, no reservation whatsoever. He was ready to go with his new family, and that just warmed my heart. It felt like all the prayers that we had prayed had been answered. He was excited to be with us, and we were overwhelmed and overjoyed to be with him.
The incredible picture of the gospel. You know, we talk about this with adoption, but it's so real. I mean, he's been so disappointed and so let down at times because of family, and now he's been given a new family, and we have wanted him and have pursued him for so long and at such great cost, and now he's here. And it doesn't even begin to touch the tip of the iceberg of what the gospel actually accomplishes for us, but it's such a picture, it's such a reflection of all that's sort of built up in the gospel. And we couldn't be more grateful. We couldn't be more thankful to the Lord.
See ya. Look at you, welcome to America. Welcome to America. There's Cheryl. Here comes Cheryl.
No fear at all.
Who's that?